Hi, this is Ryan with Iron Planet Hobbies, and in this video I'm going to show you how to program the Digikeijs DR4018 using a Digitrax command station and a DT throttle. To set this up, I use something that you don't necessarily need to use, but I've used a double pole, double throw toggle switch here that is using the main track power as well as programming track, and this is just to save time from having to unplug and rewire this each time you make a change and just for testing it. Something else, I am using an external power supply to power the device, and the reason I do that is because the Digitrax does not have a drive on, drive off feature for their programming track. In other words, the programming track has no power except during programming. So in order to program this, there is a button you press that turns a red light on that puts us in programming mode. And so if you don't have an external power supply, this will not work connected to the programming track. And just as a side note, this does work on programming on the main, but it's kind of intermittent. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Don't know what the cause is, but anyway, we can do this on the programming track, no problem. So, by default, these have an address of 9999, and these throttles will only go up to 9983. So therefore, the first thing we need to do is change the address of this to something that is usable by a Digitrax system. So what we will do is I will move my toggle switch over, connecting this now to the programming track. We're going to turn on the red light, and over here on the throttle, to set an address, first thing you do is press the program button, and we will dial this all the way down to where it says address, and then over here we're going to dial this up to 50 because that's what we're going to program this as. And then we want to use the PD for direct, since we are on the programming track. And this is going to write an address of 50 to the DR4018. So what we do is we'll just go ahead and hit the enter button. All right, and now we press this button to take it out of programming mode. And so now we have set this to an address of 50. And now we'll come back over here. We're going to move the toggle switch back to the main, and we should be able to bring up the turnout. And there you can see the light. So this is on the default CV47 to 0 for 8 times twin coil snap switch. That is the default setting. So if you're okay with board address or output number 1, being that it is, then you wouldn't need to do anything. This will work with an Atlas style snap switch with output number 1 right out of the box with no programming necessary. All right, so what we want to do now is change this to, we're going to change it to CV3 for crossing signals. So we will come back here, we'll put this over to the programming track, and we're going to press the program button. And we are going to bring this up to 47. And now we want this on 3. Okay, so we're going to turn on the light. And we will verify that we are still on PD. And we will go ahead and hit enter. And you can see that automatically went out, and that light went out as well. So we can exit this. We'll put this back over to the main track. Now when I'm on switch 1 here, turn out 1, and we are going to press the T button to start the sequence. You can see the crossing gate sequence is now working, and I only have this one here plugged up, that one there's not. So if I come over here and just press 2 and press the T, you can now see This one is part of the second output for the crossing gate. So with this setting here of the preset 3 on 47, this would assign all 8 outputs for crossing gate signals. And so that is how you can program the Digikeijs DR4018 using a Digitrax throttle and a Digitrax command station. And that same procedure would work with any type of the Digitrax command stations. Well, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave those below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.